Hi, I'm Chelsea Lizama and I'm from Malabar RC School. Today, since October is our Calypso month, we have a special guest that has been singing Calypso for over 30 years.
Please help me welcome Mr. Winston Henry, Uncle Explainer.
Children, everybody okay? Yes. Now, they call me Papa Explainer. So if you want, you can call me Grandpa if you want. Call me Grandpa now, man. I like that. I like the Grandpa thing. You take it? Now, it's not. It is Calypso History Month. This is the time, every October, we get together and we play all the legends of the past, who is past and who is living, and all the old songs. Now, being young people, you might be the ones to take over from me because I will be 68 years next 2 weeks, right? So it's just about, I'm singing for over 49 years, not 30 years, right? So I started quite young, very young, because I always loved Calypso. I used to go and watch at Sparrow and these guys, and I was enthused about being a Calypsonian. You understand? So someone of you all in there might be the same way. I might feel the same way. And what took me a little time is because I used to be nervous too. The first place I sang Calypso, I live in Tong, but I went quite south to sing Calypso because nobody know me there. So I say, in case if they boo me, nobody know me. Because they're afraid boo. You get it? So I used to go quite there to sing, and then I used to sleep in a bus to come down on mornings to go to, I was living in trade at the time in public transport, so I had a pass to go in any bus. You understand? So I used to use that until I realized that people had liked me more than I thought. And I get very brave from there. So again, why I'm saying that is because you all are very young, and Calypso could be a medium for you all, because what is Calypso? Calypso is a medium to communicate, inform and educate. And that is what it's not like you're just singing, jump in the banana, jump in the banana, all kind of thing. That was not about Calypso. Calypso is a storyline talking about the facts of life. A feeling that comes from within. Because it was introduced through the slaves rebelling about their slave masters in song. That's where it started. You understand? That is Calypso. And if you look at most of the Calypsos, you will see they either educate you, you will listen to songs like Progress, Who Want to Guard the Guards, and all these type of songs, which I think most of you teachers and educators should at least appeal to the radio stations to sing more edifying and moralistic topics which came in Calypso to the children, because all they hear is jammer, boomsy, whine and breakdown. And that is what creating the immorality in the society. And you all should make more appeal because they can't do it. Let the children hear the songs. Let them hear what is Calypso. Let them hear Progress. Because there's another thing again about the Calypsonians yesterday. How we used to disguise our songs. We never mention names. Because this is what we have on the younger Calypsonians, because of the mere fact they was never exposed to us talking and teaching them. So they call all kind of people names. That is not art. Art is a craft. You must say something about someone without having to mention a name, and say it in such a way whereby anybody could identify what you're saying. I sang a song 25 years ago called Is Only We Could Build Back This Country, or Sweet Country TNT. It's only we could build back this nation if everyone make a positive contribution, a productive contribution. So we have to actually make this sacrifice whereby we must get closer to our culture, because why? Culture is the rhythm of a nation. So any one of you who would like to ask Grandpa a question, I'm willing to answer. Come on.
Do you think singing positive lyrics is important?
Very important, because I think 90% of my compositions are positive.
How long have you been in this music industry, like singing and performing your own songs?
How long I am it?
Yeah.
Well, as I told you, 49 years.
Do you remember the first time you heard your song on the radio?
Yes.
How was it like?
Well, I felt very good because all my dreams was to hear myself. And I mean, when I first hear my songs on the radio, I thought I was so overwhelmed that I thought I was like heaven on the 7th floor.
What is your favorite song and would you like to sing it?
Well, the question is, my favorite song is either two things. What is the people's favorite song or what is my favorite song? You understand? I never have this great likeness for songs that is just giving you that what you call rhythmic feeling of carnival. Because as a fella, I don't even play mass. I don't even watch mass. Because of the mere fact, I just like carnival because of Calypso. You know, I'm not saying that you all mustn't like carnival, but that's my thing. I don't go, when my carnival is done, carnival Sunday night. When I go to the Mardi Gras, after the Mardi Gras, I don't get into carnival because of the mere fact that most of the songs, and I have carnival songs which I wrote too also, and even one is one of my biggest and most popular tune, but that is not the one I like the most. The one I like the most is the table turning song, meaning that most people who has positions in life, authority in life, and they abuse it and abuse people, life is a roller coaster. It comes right back to them. And every day I see that experience. But this song, yes, let me hear you.
Yes, one more question. How important is culture to you?
Very important. It's a rhythm of a people, it's a way of life. I take it very seriously. And it hurts sometimes when I listen to the radio and hear the amount of nonsense that is promoted for you all were coming. I think it's a decadence.
And what percentage would you give to the people who would take culture to this state of being very important?
Yes, that I'm very much impressed by our Prime Minister when he spoke about you all, the young people, and culture. And he's one of the first Prime Ministers I ever see, or ever heard, or ever saw, was able to talk in such an emotional manner about it, because he see the lack and the interest of it is the only thing that could create a recovery in this country.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you.
Thank you very much, sir. I want to shake your hand. Yes?
So you've been doing Calypso for a long time. How did it feel? Like when you went on the stage, like your first time performing?
Well, I feel great about culture because I will be able to meet prime ministers, presidents all over the world, going traveling, and meeting very important people, even stars who it would have been a dream to me to ever meet them. That's how I feel about it. And also, whenever I go to an audience with a topic that is written by me, which comes from my head, and they appreciate it highly, I feel really good. I feel I've touched some souls and some lives. Anybody else like to speak? Hand him the mic.
Hi, I would like to know if when you was younger, if you had a favorite Calypsonian.
Yes, I did. My favorite Calypsonian was the Mighty Sparrow. And why he's my favorite Calypsonian? Some people like Kitchener, some people like Stalin, some like this. And I always liked someone who is versatile. I always like someone who can sing. Sing in such a way where when they touch the notes, you feel that there's another human instrument promoting the song, and that's important.
Was there any certain song that made you feel good about yourself?
Very much so. You want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
Oh my God.
And if you could sing it, that would be nice too.
All right, I'll sing it in a cappella. Rapid one day with my Rasta brother. Listen to the exact words he said. Everybody hate and scorn a Rasta. Most people believe that he is dread. But if they read the scripture, Samson never saw a Baba. So if the scriptures is true, Samson was a Rasta too. Cause it's them with dread, with the devil in the head. Because they dreaded than the dreadlocks, with those ideas in the head, chucks. Is that satisfying to you?
Yes.
You want to ask me something again?
I would like
Don't be
to
shy,
ask
man.
you,
I collect family.
When you first went on stage, were you nervous? And if you were nervous, what did you do to hide it?
Tell you the truth, yes, I was nervous. The first time till I poops. I poops my pants. That's how nervous I was.
Question.
Yeah?
Sometimes kids don't know the great Calypsonians. What can we do about it?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You have your teachers. The teachers could connect with the library for you all, and they can arrange a forum where you can meet those that are alive still. You will not be able to meet, there's some great ones that is gone, like Duke, Calvin Pope, great guy, Lord Kitchener. You understand? My name was given to me by Valentino and Kitchener. Because Kitchener said I was talking, so he's an explainer. You understand? But most of the things that I exercise was experienced and taught to me by Lord Kitchener, because he first tenor sang in. And he was the man, he went to my mother and he asked my mother, he said, Ma, could I have your son living down by me, down in Digger Martin in Semper Gardens, and you can take my home number. If at any time you leave him and call him, but he will be staying down there and don't be worried. And he brought me to live there with Valentino and Stalin. We all lived from Kitchener. You understand? But Olia didn't have the opportunity to be around that man who was a real, what you call, professor, musically and otherwise, composing and everything. And certain things that the young people getting away with today in Calypso, it will never pass by Kitchener. You understand? Because Kitchener, they believe in class. You understand? So anybody else want to ask me a question? Give the person the mic there in the back.
What age did you start singing at?
I started singing Calypso at 20 years. 20 years, but start professionally at 20 years.
I want to know if you still sing Calypso.
I don't hear what he said.
I want to know if you still sing Calypso.
What he said?
Do you still sing Calypso? Do you still sing?
Definitely so. Never missed a season since I started. I don't take part in competitions. I don't believe in competitions. A man left Los Angeles to come down here a week after Carnival to interview me about Lorraine. He went to the same school with the man who arranged Lorraine, a fellow called Frankie McIntosh. And they both went to Berkeley School of Music. And he came quite down here, a white man, to interview me about it. You understand? I'm just trying to show you the importance of Calypso. Those things, those people are playing on the radio, most of them, there are one or two that is good, eh? I'm not saying no. You understand? I wouldn't discard all. Bungie Garland, he sings some nice one, Kess. And one or two good ones, Marshall sing like not like a boss. Nobody's a boss, eh? You are maneuvered by a force that you and I can't see, so you're not a boss. You may look like a boss in a department, but everything about you is temporary. Your life is temporary. You stay in whatever office you are in, it's temporary. Nothing lasts forever. You know why? Because forever, that word forever is a lie. There's nothing called forever. As long as you can't live forever, nothing is forever. That's why we must be more respectable, more humanistic in whatever position we lie. I sit down there and I watch all the teachers talking to you all. some of you all talking and talking, only taking she on. But she was so humanistic and long ago, you know, teacher, whap, 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 and licks. That's what it was like, licks. I left school at 3rd standard, you know. I never had secondary education like you all. Because a teacher hit me in my ears because I was talking, and I get in such a rage that I started to curse the teacher, which I was wrong. And they expelled me. I never go back to school. I never had secondary education. It's a big man who knew me, and he believed that I had some kind of potential, yes, that's the right word. And he introduced me to a book called the Roger Thesaurus. He gave it to me as a gift, and he told me, this is a treasury of words. And the most important thing, that and another book by Dale Carnegie. And he told me, you must learn, read this, because at the mere fact, the only respect you can get from people is when you're able to speak. And it's true that caused me, it what you call conjured my name, explainer. Because Kitchens they say, he was talking, name him that, explainer. You understand? So what again you all would like to ask me?
Okay, so like Parang is coming around, and our school usually takes part in it. And do you know any any kinds of warm-ups that we can use before we go on stage?
Well, first, you're going by group or we're groups. Well, you all get the group together. First thing you do, you say a prayer. Because in everything you do, you say a prayer. After you all say a prayer, you all tell each other, now, don't get frightened. Be positive. And the most important thing is being positive when you approach a stage. Right? Nobody else asked me?
I wanted to ask you if you know Pink Panther.
Who's that? What?
Pink Panther, you know him?
Pink Panther is a colleague of mine, yes?
That's my uncle.
Oh, that's nice. Well, tell me a meta explainer. Right? He's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Lorraine is one of my favorite songs. Can you sing it for us?
Well, just now, I will sing it for you, but let me hand it to this girl. Let me hear what you have to say, because you only need one corner. Yeah. What do you want to ask?
If you didn't take on the singing career, where do you think you would have been right now?
Well, before I was a singer, I was in those days, my days, when you finish school and you go to school, your family, your mother and your father used to put you in a trade. Although I didn't have no father, my mother was my mother and my father. And the trade, I was a welder straightener. I was employed with the bus company, which was National Transit, as a welder straightener. And as I met with Valentino and they start singing Calypso in my head, I left my work. And I become a full-fledged Calypsonian. Well, I'll do it this time because we're wrapping up now, right? So, Lauren is a true song, a true story of an experience I had when I first went to North America. And I met this female who we used to be close, and I was about to come to Trinidad. That is in October month, and she was very, very, very sad. And she hid my passport, and she started crying. But I tell she, the importance of Carnival to me is so great that not even a relationship could keep it back. So it go like this. Lauren, you better wake up. I need a jet plane to take me non-stop. Darling, I can't stay in New York City where there is sunshine and pan in my country. Lions is the place with the jamming, with Marshall and Bungie Garlin. Everyone happy partying whilst I'm freezing in Brooklyn. Darling, Lauren, don't cry, I'm leaving. I can't miss this jamming with all them steel band playing and no man background shaking. If the bug bite you, baby, then you could come and join me in my Calypso Island, jamming with Dan, babe.